Friends, kembali lagi tentunya di Hexagon Cup 2026. Nah, bersama Bobby Teguh.
Betul.
Yang kembali kita akan nonton bareng ya Bobby.
Betul
ya.
sekali. Dan semoga kali ini prediksi saya nggak meleset ya.
Yes.
Semoga kali ini jagoan saya menang dan semoga kali ini semuanya semangat juga tentunya kedua tim ya
semangat.
yang akan bertanding tentunya pada sesi kali ini.
Nah Bob, kita juga akan merimain pertandingan yang kemarin sudah berlangsung.
Betul
yang
sekali.
di luar praduga dan prediksi dari Bobby ya.
Betul sekali dan semoga kali ini saya tidak kecewa.
Ini dia, kita lihat bersama.
Hari pertama Hexagon Cup 2026 menampilkan drama dan aksi di atas lapangan, membuat seluruh arena terdiam. Pada match pertama 11-11, dengan Hafi Garrido dan Tino Libak, langsung tampil brutal dan mampu mengguncang permainan dari Alex Rui dan Franco Stupacuk. Tensi semakin memanas di kategori wanita. 11-11 kembali menunjukkan tajinya melalui Paula Jose Maria dan Alexandra Alonso dengan memaksa Sofia Araujo dan Claudia Jensen memainkan babak tiebreak, sebelum akhirnya mengamankan poin krusial untuk 11-11. Sedangkan pada match ketiga RL Mine menunjukkan dominasi mutlak dengan permainan dari Ariana Sanchez dan Andrea Ustero, hingga membuat duo antara Marta dan Gemma tak berkutik dan menang 2 set sekaligus. Dengan hasil tersebut, peta persaingan grup kini semakin panas. Siapakah yang akan bangkit di hari kedua? Mari kita saksikan pertandingannya hari ini.
Oke Sport Friends, kita balik lagi dan kita akan membahas bagaimana pertandingan hari ini akan berlangsung. Kira-kira ada siapa aja nih Bobby?
Oke, di match satu ini kita akan melihat duel kategori pria antara kru padel yang menurunkan Federico Cingotto dan juga Momo Gonzalez melawan tantangan dari Ten Padel, Mike Yanguas dan juga Hafi Liao.
Wow, menarik banget ya match
Ini
pertama ini.
Sengit sekali nih kayaknya ya.
Yes. Dan kita berlanjut ke match kedua dari kategori wanita yang dipastikan sangat emosional nih Bobby. Ada tim advantage Delphi Brea dan Martina Calvo yang akan berhadapan dengan Hexagon Team. Nih, tim yang dipilih dari para fans.
Betul sekali.
Sang legenda Alejandra Salazar yang berduet dengan Carmen Goenaga dan sebagai penutup yang sangat-sangat dinantikan nantinya. Nah Bob, gak kalah seru di pertandingan yang ketiga ini akan menjadi super match kategori pria Bob.
Betul.
Dan kembali dari tim advantage ada duet Martin Dineno, favorit saya, dan juga Juan Telo. Mereka akan diuji oleh kekuatan raksasa dari RL9 padel team yaitu si Mozart. Agustin Tapia yang berpasangan dengan Jong San. Setelah yang satu ini tentunya Sport Friends jangan kemana-mana, tetap di Hexagon Cup 2026. Kembali lagi kita di Hexagon Cup 2026. Bobby, luar biasa sekali. Kita pertandingan yang pertama ini tentunya akan melihat permainan dari Federico Cingotto dan juga Bobo Gonzalez versus Ten Padel. Ada Mike Yanguas dan juga Hafi Liao.
Betul sekali, saya penasaran dengan pengen lihat siapa kira-kira yang bakal mengungguli di sesi yang pertama ini. Di match 1, sebagai juara bertahan, kru padel memiliki Federico Cingotto yang dikenal memiliki kegesitan yang sangat luar biasa tentunya ya. Bahkan dia diketahui memiliki pertahanan yang cukup kokoh yang sangat sulit sekali dibobol oleh lawan tentunya ya. Nah, sedangkan Momo Gonzalez dikenal memiliki pukulan yang luar biasa dengan teknik tangan yang sangat baik. Sedangkan di sisi lawan ada Mike Yanguas, sang showman yang sering melakukan gerakan tipuan nih yang membuat lawan kadang mati langkah nih ya. Lalu untuk Hafi Liao dikenal sebagai salah satu pemukul terkeras di lapangan. Bahkan ya smashnya sangat ditakuti karena kecepatan bola yang sangat tinggi. Aduh, keren banget sih ini.
Betul sekali Bobby, dan tentunya kita udah nggak sabar ya akan melihat permainan di babak pertama seperti apa. Dan langsung saja kita melihat bagaimana jalannya pertandingan di babak pertama. Langsung aja kita mulai match yang pertama.
and here come the defending champions. Very pretty in pink. Fede Chingotto and Momo Gonzalez, they played together in Premier Panel, and now they're reunited here in Madrid for this Hexagon Cup, this unique format of the best players in the world.
I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself.
Now, just feeds off the energy of the crowd. Mike Yanguas will be there more than happy to keep the energy and enthusiasm going. This could get feisty. Smiles at the moment. They're ready to roll. For Momo Gonzalez. Now Yanguas under his fourth match here on the opening day of competition. General Hexagon Cup 2026, and that's
0-15.
men. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, is that what you're going to call them then?
The I don't care men. Starting with an Amphos era, it's the right moment to start. You know, players usually in the first few games. The feelings, how accurate are their shots.
Beautiful play. Drops dead. Leal cared about that one. How long does it take if you're fresh on the court? This is a competition where they're all playing for the first time in the Hexagon Cup this year, 2026. How long to get a feel of the court?
Exactly. That's exactly why I'm telling you that the players, because the first day, the first match, first feeling of the central court.
15-30.
So that's why perhaps they let Mike Jackson to serve 15-30. But Chingotto and Momo at the back. I promise you, I will try to count the amount of Amphos errors. Have a look on that lob.
Absolutely inch perfect, quite brilliant. Advance now close to the net.
It's your ears will explode. I will be like, oh, Chingotto! Because it seems easy what they've just done, but what Chingotto just made, step back a little bit because he couldn't reach that Chiquita in front. You know, having Leal play the Chiquita, he couldn't reach in front, so he stepped back, he reordered everything again. 15-14. There we go. First game,
very much
first
indeed.
break.
Juego, Chingotto González, primer juego, primer set.
Mike, at some point they got to understand.
Al servicio, Momo González.
Momo Gonzalez, ranked 15 in the world. All their matches, 4 matches this period in 2025. Only dropped 1 set. That's how good they are. And thank you very much. That's gone into the side. So therefore, that is a point to the opposition.
You know who,
and Gonzalez.
Who will Momo Gonzalez play with?
Primer servicio.
I know. You've just made me think he's playing with
30-0.
No. He did play, but he will play.
He will play. I will tell you. I know the answer. Don't worry. Just got because they changed. They changed so
too much. We're going to talk about that later on.
40-0.
Martin De Neno.
Oh yes.
I got it there. Sorry.
Oh yes.
Took
well
my time.
done.
And to file, go through the file.
We're going to have him on call as well. This Hexagon Cup.
Juego, Chingotto González, que ganan por 3 juegos a 1. Primer set.
Players who do not normally play together.
We have Coelho today.
No, Tapia today, but we still got
Tapia today.
Yeah. So we got, but those two are just when they've been together since 2023, and they are world number ones for the last 2 years. Quite magnificent. He is a very tall man. The best from Havana, they're frustrated.
0-15.
Straight to the back. Well, you lose a point.
This is 5-1. This is looking very handy for Momo Gonzalez and Fede Chingotto. What a great lot that was.
strategy, the patience of those in pink, and it's not happening for Hasil at all.
0-30.
Your commentary about if the ball hits the backward straight away is out. Well, poor Harry, he's usually this happens with these kind of players where
I might do that, but not him.
exactly a little accuracy of that's what I told you to think about.
0-40.
4 wins,
4 set points. Wow. This has been a show of strength so far by the defending champions. Oh, yes, well played. And Chigotto will try to get back. Oh, brilliant performance.
15-40.
His usual partner, maybe the chemistry would have been, I've got that covered, don't worry.
But you know, I mean, think about it. This is why paddle defenders are always a good players, not only attackers. Because if you're a good defender, good player, you can win like these guys are winning.
Juego Chingoto González, que ganan el primer set por 6-1.
That's the first set done, but Spaniards puts that into the net. 5-1.
Cambio de bolas.
6-1. First set done.
What cameras? Yes, slow motion.
Sport Friend, pertandingan di set pertama sudah berakhir nih. Babak pertama, set pertama berakhir dengan sangat dinamis dan juga menegangkan ya, Bobby.
Betul sekali, betul sekali.
Dan kita akan melihat juga, tadi kita sudah melihat ya di babak pertama, set pertama ini kru padel dari awal langsung menunjukkan taringnya ya.
Betul
dan semangatnya yang begitu menggebu dan mendominasi tentunya,
Betul
Bobby.
sekali. Dan tentunya sepanjang set 1 terlihat Ten Padel sering melakukan yang namanya lob
ya.
Tapi berhasil tentunya ya.
Yes, berhasil ditangani oleh tim lawan.
Betul.
Dan dengan baik oleh Fede dan juga Gonzales sehingga membuat poin bagi kru padel tim.
Betul sekali.
Dan kemenangan tentunya diambil alih oleh kru padel di set pertama. Tapi tenang Bobby, masih ada set kedua. Kita akan melihat bagaimana apakah akan direspon dengan baik oleh tim lawan ataukah kru padel makin mendominasi nanti ya.
Kita lihat nanti ya.
Kita langsung saja mulai. Ini dia pertandingan match pertama set kedua.
Al servicio Javi Leal.
Kun Agüero is a friend of Mr. Leo Messi. They're playing Miami, no?
I think so. Because Leo Messi also part owner of Crew Padel. Just
0-15.
It's the relentless nature of their play at the moment. Momo Gonzalez and Fede Chingotta are currently at another level, and Mike Yanguas and Habedeal just don't have an answer.
Not even in this one.
15 iguales.
There you go.
It's an unpredictable when the ball hits the fence. Think about the side fence and the back fence, I would say. If the ball rebounds there, it could take a nice rebound or a very unpredictable one.
15-30.
As Javi Leal at the moment, I didn't expect him to try. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow we will, or perhaps the next set we will. On the next point.
It's just play that next point. Don't get spooked. Think about the whole match. Take this point. Somehow find a way back in this set. Good everything on Momo Gonzalez. Targeting him, it would seem.
There is no gap. I mean, there is no gap. It's too difficult to play against Chingo and Momo. Too difficult. They push you to this. I mean, people say
15-40.
they play so many ambush errors. How you can play against these people and see which kind of shots you're going to do in order to beat Chingoto and Momo Gonzalez? And we got to know, you know, at some point that Chingo and Momo are not missing. They haven't missed much.
But it's the forcing, it's the relentless play, the nature of the play, which is forcing the errors. Just waiting for Yanguas or Leal to make an error.
Or an error or a win.
30-40.
I love the competitiveness, you know, the hunger of the Argentinian from Olavarria. you know, I'm also like from that area in Argentina, from the Pampas, near Pampas.
You were saying it with purpose.
No, segundo servicio.
Well, at some point, you know, because I know the hunger this guy brings, you know, his blood. And
a street fighter. He's a street fighter like his team owner. Yes.
You know, that even though winning 6-1 and, you know, leading comfortably this game at the moment.
Iguales, punto de oro. Al resto, Momo González.
A golden point. Side they will receive. Cap. González set off in set 1, 6-1. You thought this could be over very quickly.
Al servicio, Fede Chingoto.
Do you remember, Jonathan, I told you in the lunchtime, we were talking about it, but depending on my Jaguars and Javier's feelings about this match, because if they feel a little bit more comfortable, and usually this is the right moment to start feeling more comfortable, because they have nothing to lose. They lost 6-1. They lose 6-1, 6-1. That's it. But they will start trying things now. Let's see if it works.
Quick. Always got it back. Superb. That was a great.
15-0.
Again, you saw a slight hesitation there between the two of them, Leal and Mike Gangwest. They don't play each other all the time, so therefore, that sense of togetherness isn't there, particularly early in a competition like this.
I was out.
30-0.
As you mentioned, and I think this is a perfect example of what I told you why being a good defensive player is very good in Pati, because you can play with someone that you never played before, and if they're good defenders, both of them, like Chingoto and Momo, then it would be like a great pair. But if you're more offensive player, then what happens to Mike
30-15.
would also happen to you. If you only know how to attack, but you don't know how to defend, then it's more...
40-15.
Again, it's just not happening for him, and this is one of the question marks that still hangs over Javier Leal. I mean, he's 22, so he's making his way in Premier. But the energy, the enthusiasm...
Juego Chingoto González, que ganan por 2-1, segundo set.
Are you 6, 7, 8, 9, or not? You get 10 like Campeón Cuello, you're number 1 regularly.
I think he will have to find the solution somehow throughout this match, because otherwise this guy, Momo and Chingo, will take over within the next 15 minutes.
Venga, va. Javi, estamos mucho más cerca de lo que crees.
Professional events like the Hexagon 2026, and if they run out of the court, they can still hit the ball in the opponent's side and carry on playing the point, either from outside or through the door. If the ball bounces again without, you know, hitting the side fence backwards straight, then the point carries on. We're going to see this throughout this tournament many times for sure.
In the men's game, it just seems de rigueur. Once, twice, 3, 4 times during a set. It's the way, again, this is where the power strategically used can cause all sorts of problems and win you points and matches and titles, which is why Chingoto and Momo González did so well.
15 iguales.
The Hexagon Cup 2025.
What I mentioned today before to you, like, it's a winter time. I mean, I'm just thinking about it, you know. There's Madrid, is a winter time. This match, perhaps in July, in Qatar, is a different match, because the weather conditions and the balls might go. Just,
the air is hotter, warmer. Oh, wow, how clever would that have been?
Almost one of those, like one of the most spectacular highlights worldwide in Holland, in Rotterdam, 2-3 years ago.
What did he do? Go on.
Well, it was an amazing point, you know, a long rally, very good rally. He was running from one side to the other, covering his partner's side as well. And somehow there was a double rebound against LeBron and Galan. And there was a double rebound of his partner. He arrived and hit the ball behind his back.
30 iguales.
Of LeBron. LeBron was like, what's going on here? Yes, so...
No, the talent is phenomenal. And if you're expecting thrash bang wallop from tennis, it's a very different game of strategy. For thinking, it's as much between the ears as it is in your hand. The racket and the brain have to work enormously in paddle.
It's out. It's a big advantage.
30-40.
But the thing is that if you just only carry on playing your tennis in a paddle court, you will find out some paddle players, even more if you come to Spain, you'll find people with better, like, just only standing in the right position and taking the right decision making, it will be any tennis player.
Goes down the middle again, and he's got him once more.
Iguales, punto de oro.
So it's the great points and also the golden point with juice once more. And the receiver can choose which side they want the ball to be served. So González to Yanguas.
Juego Chingoto González, que ganan por 4 juegos a 1. Segundo set.
It's only the 4th match of the 2026 Hexagon Cup, but this has been an overwhelming display, and there's the tres out the
30-0.
Javi Leal is like, when does it end? I mean, it's like, I just want to go home at some point. I tried my best in the last hour. It's not working. I just want to go home.
Welcome to the Hexagon Cup. It's his debut. It's his first time on court on the first day. Four match points.
No.
That's long. 6
Segundo servicio.
5-1, 40 love. Wow.
Atrás Javi. Bien, atrás Javi, atrás un poquito.
Juego, set y partido para la pareja de Chingoto Momo González, que ganan por 2-6-0 con resultado de 6-1, 6-1.
Bersama kembali dengan Jelita dan juga Bobby Teguh, kita kembali menonton tadi ya di babak kedua setelah usai, dan pertandingan di babak kedua ini begitu intens sama seperti di babak pertama, tapi lagi-lagi kemenangan dimiliki oleh kru padel.
Luar biasa.
Tapi sempat ada golden point tadi.
Ada, betul.
Dan ini menarik sekali, berarti Tan Padel itu sudah lumayan mengimbangi kekuatan dari kru padel, namun sayang sekali belum bisa mendapatkan kemenangan. Berarti pertandingan di match pertama ini berakhir dengan kemenangan oleh kru padel. Nah, kita akan beralih ke pertandingan yang kedua, match kedua yang tentunya lebih intens lagi, lebih semangat lagi, dan kita akan melihat bagaimana persaingan dari kedua tim memperebutkan juara atau kemenangan.
Betul sekali.
Yes, Bobby. Sport Friends, jangan kemana-mana karena setelah ini kita akan kembali lagi di Hexagon Cup 2026. Sport Friends, kembali lagi di Hexagon Cup 2026. Setelah pertarungan sengit di kategori pria tadi sudah kita saksikan bersama ya. Nah, sekarang saatnya kita beralih ke kategori wanita yang nggak kalah panas nih, Bobby.
Betul sekali, Jelita. Inilah pertarungan yang sangat emosional tentunya. Kita punya tim advantage, sang Queen of Drive. Kita ada Delphi Brea dan juga talenta muda Martina Kolbo.
Setuju sekali, ini talenta muda yang sangat berapi-api dan juga berambisi tentunya, Bobby.
Betul sekali.
Dan kita akan melihat pertemuan antara tradisi juara dan juga ambisi darah muda. Nah, ini adalah match yang sangat dinantikan karena melibatkan salah satu pemain terbaik sepanjang masa, Bobby.
Betul sekali.
I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, it's want me to check. Check what was mine, I ain't taking less. So I tell him that I'm on to the on to the next one. On to the next one.
Langsung aja ya, kita
Langsung
nggak
aja.
sabar kan, penasaran nih. Langsung saja kita akan melihat bagaimana match di set pertama. Ini dia, kita mulai.
What you just said about, 17 years old girl traveling around the world and so on, that's one thing. But think about paddle has been, that's, we call it bajada. You know why we call it bajada? Because the ball goes downwards. Bajada is down in Spanish. Subida is up. So we call it bajada because the shot of the back wall, when you hit the ball above the shoulder height, the ball, you can give that direction downwards and to make a very offensive shot of the back wall.
Lob very much a defensive weapon, and then that allows the players who played that lob to go forward. And then what do you do then? No chance then if it takes a deflection like that.
That was very difficult what she just did. She played a vibra cross court and then a vibra in parallel. So you change the directions, you change the contact with the ball, and that is very difficult. You can only do it if you're winning 2-0 and if you're very comfortable, or if you're a master like Martina Calvo.
Libero is one of the shots in paddle. Angles low. It's a beautiful volley, but what a great recovery.
Yeah. I mean, Alice Salazar, even though she knows that by reaching the shot, anyways, she might lose she will go anyways. You know what I mean? That is the fighting heart of pure paddle players who never give up.
But you never know whether that shot, which looks an easy volley, goes in the net.
Exactly. That's exactly what I just tried to say. Another bajada, but if your opponent is going to play a bajada, and then that's why Martina Calvo was awaiting behind. It's going to be easier to defend. Rather, if she's at the net, she will have to block that bajada from Alice Salazar, if that makes sense. Good strike.
Yep. There is no lost cause where Alice Salazar is concerned. There is Martin Daneno.
And Gato Tello. There, they partnered together. They used to play last year as well. Actually, they found out how good they were in the Hexagon 2025. And then they decided as well to play together. Yeah. And they did a few months last year until...
good results together as well.
Very good results. Yeah. But then, Martin Dineno decided to change to play with Leoas Burger. It's not at the Hexagon, but they played together in the premier panel throughout the 2025. Great results as well. They won the tournaments. And they beat the pair number 1, pair number 2, and pair number 3 in the same tournament.
We've got them to look forward to.
No, when you burn with milk, you drink milk,
yes,
and it was too hot.
Hot, yes.
Then you see a cow and you cry. Because that's what we say, it's that you don't want to repeat the mistake you've just done.
Once bitten, twice shy, we would say in English.
Okay, how do you say so again?
Once bitten, twice shy. No cows involved, or milk.
Makes sense.
No. Martina Calvo, which again, you can sense that the pressure, just again, if you can, try to relax. Because the talent is there. You're very, very good. It's just relax into this tournament. You can't win the tournament in the first match, but you can certainly lose it if you start losing matches and points like this. Alice Salazar knows where hold serve, 40-30. Narrow it to 4-3.
I'll teach you what I always say on the coaching thing. I always say,
relax and play bandeja.
Yes, because it's it's part of the game. It's like it's good, yes, smash, yes, good, it's nice, but relax.
As a player, as much as being a coach. When you say, people say relax, the fact that you're having to say relax means that they are not and cannot. That you are just calm. So, golden point, our first of the match, and that means that the receivers can choose which server, which of their players will receive the ball. So Delphi Brea chose that one.
Important point, huh? If
Yes.
Ale Salazar and Goenaga win this point, they should do something. I mean, they should risk a little bit here because they know if this point is for them, it's going to be 4-3. And this could change a little bit the way at least Delphi Brea and Martina Calvo feel. Let's see if Ale Salazar can do something here to make it happen, and that's what I'm telling you. 4-3.
There's one of the greats from Argentina who's played with Mario Andrini, Juan Martin Diaz, who just gave the last high fives to his Hexagon Cup players, and now here's Martina Calvo looking to find a way back, and they make it 5-3. Find that rhythm, find that momentum, find that confidence. Cherokee. I don't know whether she's going to go for a challenge then, but
the long backswing, when you do the preparation, so the prep, the shorter you prepare, the more control you get. And padel is about tactics, not only power, and that's why it's been demonstrated by Ale Salazar, who is now, as you said before, you know, he's a 40-year-old woman competing at the highest level in the world in a sport that's been growing a lot, and many youngsters are nowadays leading the ranking. But she's still there.
13 in the world.
We want to get there at the same age. We were 16, 17, a world championships. She was the first time. She was a world champion juniors. That's why she called her.
Also important that Goenaga doesn't touch the net, and this is some recovery from Brea and Calvo. They were love 30 down on Calvo's serve, and here they are with a chance to close out for a 5-3 lead.
Oh, what an Amphos error! What an Amphos error there. Golden point now, 4-3. Hexagon Cup brings, thanks God, the golden point. Thing that I absolutely love. And let's see what happens now. Another super important point. You know that Ale Salazar has a great bandeja, and actually, usually we call her Bandejandra. Because Alejandra, we call her Bandejandra. Bandejandra Salazar. Let's see what happens.
Oh, what a recovery.
When you see this, the serving from the left side, where usually should be advantage, is because the opponents decide who returns the golden point. There are not any other tournaments that keeps the golden point straight away, but the Hexagon does.
Salazar moves into the net. It's a great long.
Oh, man. No! I can't believe that mistake.
Two younger players betraying their inexperience.
Yeah. And the left side players, you know, at some point, for the tactical point of view, makes sense. If someone has to make a mistake or an Amphos errors,
Even.
it might be already kind of.
Sport Friends, ini set pertama sudah berakhir untuk pertandingan yang kedua. Wow, menarik sekali untuk kita bahas ya, Bobby. Pertandingan yang kedua ini di set pertama. Dan tentunya untuk tim Advantage yang berhadapan dengan Hexagon Team, ini menang lagi nih Advantage ya.
Karena seperti yang kita lihat tadi bahwa tim dari Advantage terus-terusan mainnya bersemangat sekali tentunya. Mendominasi dari awal permainan sampai dengan akhir. Sampai akhir kita tahu bahwa pemenangnya adalah tim dari Advantage.
Dan selalu menekan ya permainannya.
Betul. Selalu menekan dan juga mendominasi dari awal sampai akhir tentunya. Dan menang akhirnya.
Berarti perjuangannya tidak sia-sia ya, Bobby ya. Dan untuk tim Hexagon mungkin ada kesempatan di babak kedua nanti, di set kedua. Karena ini kan masih berlangsung set pertama, akan ada set kedua. Seperti
Kita lihat
apa
ya.
kira-kira ya Bobby
Kita
di
lihat
set
ya.
kedua nanti? Popran jangan kemana-mana, kita langsung aja nonton. Ini dia set kedua.
Behind the scenes, behind the curtains of the right side player, you don't usually see it. And then the left side player cuts with the back and the forehand with the bajada. Because the right side player has done a great job, you know. So this was like 4x4 from Martina Calvo. One shot back. The first serve of her partner was good. No, because her smash, if that makes sense, you know.
That's a great smash there by Guanaga.
That bajada, great blocking from Delphi.
Yeah, brilliant. Didn't seem to have the full control of the racket, and yet the ball came back.
What? What? No way! You got to be kidding me! What is this? What's happening? Look at this. I love to see these, you know, they're very competitive. I mean, of course, they play together throughout the whole year. But, you know, look at this, look at this. You got to stop there. If you touch the net, you lose the ball.
You're in trouble. Exactly.
She couldn't stop.
Can I
there.
fall backwards? No, I can't. Oh, my word.
What a dejada! The dejada is a drop shot in paddle. We call it dejada because dejar, the verb, dejar means leave it there. Just like, you know, someone brings a box from you, you know, from Amazon or something. You say, just leave it there. And so that's what Ale Salazar did. Left it there.
What a shot. The touch. Quite exquisite.
What a recover from Martina Calvo. Great lob as well.
Very good. Oh, and yes.
You know when you're like a boy doing nothing? I mean, she just did the defensive, all the defensive things, you know? Recovering the shot off the backward, another off the backward, a lob.
Well, it goes back to what the coach was saying. Just keep it simple. Don't try so hard. You've got it. Just do what you do, and it'll flow. As you're playing with the world number one.
That's what Delphi has to do. They're helping a little bit Martina Calvo.
Oh, you could sense that right straight away.
That is a big for two reasons. First, because the coach has already said, hey, listen, don't risk with the net, because your opponents don't win with the volleys. That's the first thing. But second thing, Ale Salazar was behind. If she's behind, the risk is zero. You cannot miss to the net. Miss to the back wall, but not to the net.
Yep.
You take notes, Jonathan. I don't know which kind of notes you're taking.
All sorts of words of wisdom I'm noting down.
A proper and expert commentator. It's a massive
That's what
pleasure.
you're doing a very good job. We're waiting to see now how Martina Calvo reacts, because she's now on serve.
I didn't expect, I didn't want the penalties the last World Championships in football, but this is like the penalties. It's a great ending. Lap 40, alarms on, as I told you before.
Very much
Let's
so.
see. I love this sport, man. This sport is amazing.
Just playing for them at the moment. This is big. This is big. Break points. 4 break points against the world number one, who's looking just a little bit rattled at the moment. That's one way of doing it. Didn't quite come off for the 6-time world champion, Ale Salazar. But still, the break is on.
Yeah, 3 break points. Another smash from Martina Calvo. Still blocking Salazar from behind. What about no?
Just gone long.
It was 0.
Oh, yes, into the back glass. Now,
La pareja Salazar-Buenaga solicita revisión de
Or
video.
is there a challenge?
Yes.
There is a challenge. VAR.
I would.
Did that hit the glass or did that?
For me, was in. To me, was in. Just not because what I saw after the rebound. It was after the next bounce. If the ball hits the back glass first, then the ball will go towards the net. And it wasn't, I think, the case.
Are you going to change your view or you're sticking with it?
Look,
Okay, let's look at it.
Man. Same face I have from Ali Salazar at the moment. The umpires, we have a big job.
What do we reckon?
I think it was out.
Out. Yes.
No, he's in.
Ball is good.
He's in. Good call from Ali Salazar. Yeah, that shot was in. I'm telling you, look at the motion.
La revisión de video determina que la bola es buena.
Yes, it's hit the ground.
Hits the ground, but with this camera you cannot see. Imagine, live. It's impossible. So if that happens in your match with your friends, man, play LED. That's it. It's 1 point.
If you win too comfortably, that's a great confidence boost, but at the same time, they've had a challenge, and there will be surely some big challenges to come. For example, they're up against Jose Maria and Alejandro Alonso from Team 11 on Friday. That's their next match.
Okay.
You know, Formula #1, Paulo Jose Maria.
They play against Paula and
Alonso, yeah.
On Friday.
And then it's Fernandez, Claudia Fernandez and Tamara Ricardo on Saturday. So they get a day off. It's a good win. Oh my word, that's a collection. Ale Salazar. Oh, 3 match points. Into the net, unforced error.
Gracias.
So the crowd goes silent as Delphi Brea tries to finish this off. Calvo takes over. And that's it.
Well
They've come
played.
through.
Very well done from Delphi Brea and Martina Calvo. Win this, not comfortably as they expected to, as in the first set, but very well done.
And that is the key. Sometimes you've got to win ugly. It wasn't that particularly ugly. It wasn't as beautiful as they would have liked, but 6-3, 6-3 against a former world #1 and a rising star like Carmen Kawanaga is a good start.
Sport Friends, match kedua, set kedua sudah berakhir dan kembali lagi ya kemenangan atas Advantage. Ini lagi-lagi mereka mendominasi dari Hexagon tim ya, Bobby.
Betul sekali. Dan jujur cerita, saya mau standing applause untuk tim ini luar biasa. Dari awal sampai akhir semangatnya sama dan semuanya benar-benar luar biasa permainannya. Dibabat habis tentunya sama Advantage ya.
Betul sekali, Bobby. Dan tentunya berarti mutlak kemenangan di pertandingan kedua ini dimenangkan oleh Advantage. Nah, Bobby, jangan khawatir karena setelah ini Advantage juga akan bermain lagi timnya, ya. Jangan kemana-mana, tetap di Hexagon Cup 2026. Sport Friends, kembali lagi di Hexagon Cup 2026. Nah, kali ini Bobby kita akan membahas kembali dan juga menyaksikan pertandingan ganda pria.
Betul sekali.
Nah, kali ini Advantage Team turun lagi, tapi dengan pemain yang berbeda.
Betul.
Ada Martin Dineno, favorit saya, dan juga Juan Telo.
Luar biasa.
Ini lawannya juga nggak kaleng-kaleng, Bobby.
Betul sekali.
Ada RL9, Padel Team, Agustin Tapia, dan juga John Sean.
Betul sekali. Dan kali ini ya, jujur si Agustin Tapia ini karena dapat peringkat 1 kan, ranking 1 ya. Jadi untuk kali ini gue pilih RL9 yang bakal juara.
Wow, RL9 Padel Team.
Yes.
Tapi jangan buru-buru dulu, karena kita belum melihat. Ini baru set pertama. Yes, akan ada 2 set nantinya kita akan saksikan. Yakin ya?
Yakin saya.
Oke,
Kali
jangan
ini
sampai
yakin
menyesal lo, Bobby.
Di match ketiga Sport Friends, kali ini kita dari tim Advantage ada Martin Dineno. Aduh, yang dijuluki El Pulpo atau Sang Gurita. Nanti dia bakal berpasangan dengan Juan Telo, Sang El Gato nih, atau yang biasa dijuluki si kucing karena memiliki lompatan yang sangat tinggi dengan salah satu smash tercepat di dunia. Wow, ini agak susah untuk dilawan kayaknya. Tapi nanti dari tim RL9 ada Agustin Tapia nih, salah satu jagoan saya. Pemain ini sering melakukan sihir dengan pukulan di antara 2 kaki atau di belakang punggung dengan sangat mudah ya. Dan terakhir rekannya adalah John Sanch dengan gaya main paling agresif nih di area net tentunya.
Oke, Sport Friends, kita nggak perlu tunggu lama-lama lagi. Langsung saja kita akan menyaksikan match ketiga set pertama. Ini dia.
I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just want me to check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Champion shit, dog, I'm cutting the net.
Un aplauso para los jugadores del Advance Team. Ellos son nada más ni nada menos que Martín Dineno, Juan el Gato Tello.
Taking it minute by minute, becoming the hero I came to become. Knowing I do what I do and I do it, I ain't gonna stop till it's done. Can never fool me, I got all it takes. I'm gonna stick to my guns, never be losing my cool. I'ma stay where I am when the rest of them run. I'ma burn it to the ground like a flamethrower. I'ma just...
Lewandowski, ellos son, señoras y señores, John Sanz, Agustín Tapia.
Mainly because, of course, it's Tapia in the house. Also because the court, as I told you before, so it's very good for Dineno and Tello that if they were playing, perhaps with other conditions, they're not going to be favorites, even though they're not in this match. And this is how we start the game.
Wow, the ball has gone out of court and yet it's still in play because that wonderful recovery out of court by Agustin Tapia, but that ain't coming back.
If you have a friend who loves paddle and you're watching this match and you don't share this match with your friend, you're not a good person. I got to tell you. So now share this with your friends, whoever they are in the world, to tell them, listen, you want to enjoy paddle, you got to watch this.
Just settle back as we watch Bandecas. Chiquita. Libra. Rulo. And also occasional second serves.
Segundo saque.
Okay. Segundo saque.
No.
40-0.
Comfortably, this first 3 points for the...
According to the wind predictor, they need to do that, don't they? Because the wind predictor says that Tapia and John Sanz in white are the favourites, but they have lost the first set, or more to the point, Dineno and Tello have held their serve and taken the first game.
Opening angles to the opponents and so on, because he's not used. He's used to playing with the lefty, but no. Yeah, no at the back, more at the net. Vivoras from Gato Tello. When you 2-0 against Tapia, you get the advantage to, even if you miss the shot, 30 left.
It's the ability that Tapia has to get that ball over the net so low. And you would go, well, that's quite risky, but with him, it doesn't seem so risky.
Perhaps it's a kind of a more advanced tip I will give you now. But the thing is that, you know what is, why it's a pain playing against Dineno and Tello? Because even if they are winning 3-0, they're not going to risk anyways. Because they're not going to be like, no, because we're winning now, we play this fancy shot. No. They will carry on the same. And that is why I'm telling you, they're not going to lose. You got to beat them. And that is a tricky thing for this guy, John Sant and Agustin Tapia.
There's quality, but there's nothing necessarily flash on Tello and Dineno.
That was risky from John Sant. Now the bajada from Gato Tello. Powerful, long follow through, giving you control but power. Look at this, short preparation, good follow through, shot of the back wall. You got to be a master for that. It's not an easy one. I'm going to talk about the back walls perhaps.
We are very shortly at the end of this game, depending on how quickly this finishes. This could be for a 3-0 lead.
Oh, it is as well.
3 games, won 3 games, Dineno and Tello. What a good start. Well.
So I would prefer to be one step behind John Sant. And so, for 2 reasons. First, because John Sant is missing many backhand volleys. That's because he's a little bit further away from the net. If he's 1 meter more in front, he will reach the ball in front. Secondly, because Tapia has an amazing smash. So you see exactly this. This is what I mean. Reach it. Yes. At the very top of the racket. But this pattern, you're losing the point, but somehow you start winning again, and then you replay a lob, and then you start again, and then an unforced error. So I think it's Tapia has to take a little bit more of the responsibility of the match and tell John, okay, man, just stay there, and whenever you feel comfortable with the ball, just go for it. 30 love. Good. Didn't really make much sense, that mistake, as you know, wasn't necessary to risk much as Dineno was very under pressure.
Nice disguise.
Good from Tapia. You know what I mean? It's like Johnson trying to play like a fake smash.
Yes.
Like, but he knows that if he plays a smash, he wins anyways. And if he fakes it, he risks that the opponents reach the ball. So why? Why not to play the smash? Dineno and Tello, the advantage team against the Robert Lewandowski. All the celebrities, all the stars here this week.
Gimana Bobby? Set pertama nih gagal. RL9 Padel Team. Aduh.
Gemes banget ya.
Gemes
tapi saya
ya.
masih percaya sama Tapia ya. Mungkin baru set pertama, pakai pemanasan nggak apa-apa, deadlock nggak apa-apa. Tapi kita tunggu set kedua. Saya masih percaya, saya masih yakin Tapia bakal naik poin.
Gue setuju sama semangat lo, tapi jangan sampai lu berpikir bahwa peringkat pertama dunia udah pasti menang. Aduh, belum tentu, Bobby. Nih lihat nih, pemain jagoan gue Martin Dineno dan juga temannya Juan Telo bisa memenangkan set pertama. Kita belum lihat nih set kedua akan seperti apa.
Kita lihat nanti.
Yes, kita semua pasti penasaran ya di set kedua akan seperti apa. Kalau begitu langsung saja kita saksikan match ketiga set kedua. Ini dia.
Para el comienzo del segundo set, comenzará sirviendo Agustín Tapia.
But I think he's playing a good match. He's not playing a bad match. The thing is that he's, unfortunately for him, playing against a very great defenders like Tello and Dineno. As I told you, Jonathan, Tello is very lucky. He's big.
Defense is so important. That's why, at the moment, it's leveling out the skill that Agustin Tapia brings to paddle.
Get ready, because Tapia, I can tell Tapia put second gear. I can tell you. Right now, I can tell you. I know him well.
And so what have you noticed already?
I've just noticed that the footwork already start moving a little bit more and start covering the chord as well a little bit more, like showing that he can also go second gear. And it's what he needs in this match.
15 iguales.
But there's going to be even more pressure for John Sand because they will hit more shots to John Sand now. And these mistakes might be coming from the left player playing this match with
15-30.
It's hard for the left-handed player to be defensive. Left-handed player, I'm also lefty. I'm a left-handed player. I always play on the right side, offensive, because we cover the middle with the forehand. It's tactically, we're good. But I would say that we still, this kind of mistakes. It's a mistake. It's like, man, how many points did you win by bringing the ball back? 0. Okay, don't try it. It's not the match for that. How do you explain that to his head now? No, it's not going to perhaps work. That's why paddle at this level, I read perhaps the game differently than someone is just starting to watch the match. Because as I'm telling you before, I was there and I know what they might be thinking.
Agustin Tapia is about to have his serve broken again unless John Santos allows him to. But he has done there.
30-40.
Smiling at the moment,
yeah,
but maybe anxious if Tapia finds a few more gears.
Tello Dineno juega 0 a su favor en el segundo set.
Hey.
Whoa, that was...
Breaker.
Yes.
Breaks down.
Serve again.
Yes, break down.
For your partner, Agustin Tapia.
No, man, no. It's a pain playing against these two guys. Have a look at the Chiquita that Juan Tello played straight after an amazing volley from Tapia. He just moved a little bit and played a great Chiquita down
Which
to
just
Johnson's
goes very
feet.
close over that. A very sharp volley, really, wasn't it?
It's worry face from Martin Canali, the Argentinian coach, current coach of Tapia and Coelho. Good decision, beautiful speed, faster, better. This paddle about, great decisions, smarter shots.
Neither Dineno or Tello were going to be part of it coming back because that was hit beautifully.
Yes.
By Agustin
But did you see
Tapia.
what Tapia did? I mean, the amount of power is good, but the quick rebound of the back.
Yes.
It's important. No. Unbelievable. Martin Dineno outside the court playing smooth to Tapia. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Pff, man, what? Only in paddle you can see this. This is spectacular. When paddle grows in America, they're going to absolutely love it.
Yep.
Because it's a massive show. I was in America and in New York last year, and I went to watch the
NBA and basketball.
It was a show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I think this is even more show.
Well,
Sorry about those basketball.
I was going to say paddle versus NBA, an unequal fight at the moment, but maybe later.
Oh no! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Igual es punto de oro al resto Juan Tello.
Golden point. This, it might be a decisive. Say English? Decisive? No,
decisive.
Decisive. Thank you very much. Decisive. Point.
Juan Teo has decided to take it.
Oh, with the second serve.
This has got to be good for John Sanz, and you can tell Agustin Tapia just trying to chill him.
Igual, the same. Great defending from Martin Neno. From John Sanz, 3-0 to advantage team against Robin.
It's exactly what we had in the first set. Carbon copy. It's a mistake, and it's another three-game lead for
Tapia, showing us it is a science. What an amazing.
Is it a science or is it an art? I mean, because that was quite magnificent. An artist at work we're watching here.
There we go to John Sanz, I promise you, big time now, because you see Tapia. That motion as is performing now, then is the moment where you cannot hit the ball to him. He will make something. You know what I mean?
He's doing it all at the moment.
Yeah, he's going there. Because usually when he goes and plays with his partner, he would not go and cover much. Because Boella would cover much more than me, as perhaps John Sanz would.
Just sense there's an urgency about Agustin Tapia, which we haven't seen before. He's been fired up by that wonder shot.
Playing to the middle for Teo and Dineno is the safest, like for everyone, yeah, to play to the middle and, 50 centimeters from the net height, so it's safe for shot. But when you play against a lefty, your problem is that the lefty has the forehand as well in the middle, so it's easier to attack for the left-handed player. This is what they need. John Sanz, not to me, is... Touch the net. Taylor touched the net.
Yep.
But if he didn't touch the net, then it would have been not a great decision from John Sanz to play that smash, if you understand what I mean.
I do.
They could have won the point, and then it's another story, 15, exactly what they need. Didn't know we play a low and side? No. Stay there. He says, go for it. Smash it. I cannot translate that. He said, Teo said to Dineno, like in a fun way, like run some of them.
Run fast, yes, get it.
3-1, 40, 30, 2 break points. Not 2 break points. 2 points for winning the game for Tapia.
Tapia needs to hold his serve for the first time. That isn't going to help him.
Big mistake because it was a great love for Teo. Golden point, and this is a decider, I promise you. If this goes to Dineno and Teo, and then with 4-1 up, they serve, then it's kind of, not technically the end of the match, but it's going to be very tough to Tapia and John Sanz. And let's see.
Dineno
Great bajada.
Chose to get the serve to him. He's working at the moment.
Chances to win this.
And there's evidence there. A little bit of anxiety creeping into Martin Dineno. And there's another example. This serve has been rock solid.
Such a lovely sportsman. I love it because it's that when does it come the mistake that could change things over to the other side with it now? You know, 3-2 second set against Tapia. It could be 5-4-1. That's why Tapia was smiling a minute and a half ago. Because they know it. They know how padel works. No, because, you know, they know they will win, but they know that it will be a chance that perhaps even great defenders like Dineno can miss. Just not because they're not good, just because the momentum of the match.
It's changed. And he's made mistakes now, which we haven't seen that all match so far. The body's tightened, the shots aren't flowing. Wow, 4 break points.
Reach it, but not.
15-40.
Teo wants that ball, and I know him. He was that ball. He
Superstitious or superstitious?
Yeah, he will make Dineno to serve with that ball. He used to play with Chingoto long time together.
Yes, 7 years I think, wasn't it?
No, more than 7 years. They were 7 years top players in Argentina, junior world champions. But then, you know, all of a sudden they decided to split time. It was the gato and the mouse. The gato and the mouse. We call it, you know. Chingoto Teo was, you know, even though I would tell you something, there were people who thought that Teo Chingoto was one surname. Now, Teo Chingoto, where's that Teo Chingoto? With 2 people, no one, because they were too used to hear those surnames. Man.
Punto de oro.
Punto de oro. Wow. Golden point.
What a great recovery from Martin Teo. So, who's going to receive now?
Yes,
he's going to choose to receive. No surprise.
Change the serve now to the forehand side of Tapia.
Massive this
one. Dale. No, he's taking it. No from there. That's what Teo said. I will call the middle. So that's a smash next time. The fake smash from Agustin Tapia didn't work this time. And it was a very important point, I would say.
Massive hold of serve too for Martin Dineno. Look at him there in the background. Frustration with John Sanz. Martin Dineno knows that's big. 4-2.
Usually they start hitting the balls to the glass and to make like the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to play.
No, but given you said that he's so superstitious, thinking, has he already chosen the balls that he wants?
Yes. That ball was going out. So that went well. Still, you know, it's crazy, but it's still like, still no understanding. I mean, we're talking about top 12 in the world. Still no understanding that, man, if you make mistake, you lose. And you play with Tapia, that usually wins.
Yes.
So let's find the solution. 4-3 por everything. John Sanz.
Well, Agustin that was for. Wonderful athleticism by John Sanz to atone from that earlier volley error. They're still up against it. Try to stay in the match. He's gone.
Man, what a touch. What a beautiful shot with, and look with the backhand, huh? Look. He turns there, backhand, he puts the ball to sleep just right next to the net.
Through such a narrow gap. Here's Tapia. Oh, and he can't get there. Dineno did. Tapia didn't. 3 match points for team advantage.
3 match points, well-deserved match points for Dineno and Taylor. Just did what they know. They know how to play this game. They don't know how to play other game. That's why being a good defenders, good tactical players can make you a very good paddle player. Even though if you don't have an amazing overhead shots or...
That's it. 6-3, 6-2, 1-0. Takes down John Sands and the number 1, Agustin Tapia. Team advantage. Finished the first day of the Beralih Hexagon Cup with 2 wins.
1 coin for them, I told you in the beginning. And people don't trust sometimes.
Pertandingan ketiga set kedua sudah usai, Bobby. Sudah aku bilang.
Why? Tapi ya why?
Sudah aku bilang peringkat pertama tidak menentukan kemenangan, Bobby. Akhirnya Advantage kembali mengungguli di babak ketiga ini.
Dan 2 kali prediksi saya gagal terus, saya nggak tahu kenapa. Tapi walaupun mungkin tim saya kalah, tapi saya akui lah. Kalau tim dari Advantage tuh ya udahlah juara lah permainannya. Tapi jujur saya masih punya keyakinan bersama dengan Tapia.
RL9.
Iya, pasti bakal menang. Kali ini mungkin dia belum keluarin jurus-jurusnya. Tapi kita lihat nanti.
Yes.
Semangat Tapia.
Gue suka semangat tuh, tapi dari kemarin sampai hari ini tetap kecewa ya, Bob. Tapi nggak apa-apa, Bob. Tapi nggak apa-apa.
Mohon maaf, saya boleh keluar nggak? Mungkin saya agak malu nih ya. Jujur saya agak malu karena 2 kali prediksi saya salah.
Gak apa-apa, Bob, karena kita masih banyak pertandingan lainnya yang tersaji. Tapi hari ini sudah selesai dengan pemenangnya adalah Advantage mutlak. Di pertandingan kedua, di pertandingan ketiga mutlak dia pemenangnya. Selamat ya buat juara yang aku idam-idamkan dan aku jagoin, Martin Dineno dan juga Buah Telo. Ini luar biasa sekali permainan mereka menekan dari awal. Dan juga tentunya Agustin Tapia juga nggak kalah menekan. Namun pertahanan dari Martin Dineno juga sangat luar biasa ya, Bobi ya.
Betul sekali.
Oke, kalau begitu pertandingan yang tersaji di hari ini serta kemenangan yang telah diraih tentunya mengubah peta persaingan loh, Bobi.
Betul sekali.
Di papan klasemen sementara.
Betul sekali.
Nah, namun perjuangan ini belum usai karena besok kita akan kembali hadir dengan laga-laga yang tidak kalah menarik, Bobi. Makanya jangan sampai lewatkan Hexagon Cup 2026. Saya Jelita.
Dan saya Bobi Teguh.
Pamit undur diri dan sampai bertemu di pertandingan Hexagon Cup 2026 lainnya. Bye!